Hello YouTube! Welcome to another beer review with me, the Master of Hobbits, or Peter. Today I'm back in the basement. I finally got a chance to review down here. That's pretty nice. Today I got a pretty special beer that I usually won't be able to get here in Denmark. I got the Lost Abbey Red Barn Ale. Lost Abbey beers. Well, Lost Abbey is actually part of the Port Brewing company in California, in San Marcos, California. Well, first off, Pizza Port it was called. First off, it was called Pizza Port and started out as a restaurant slash brew pub. Or actually first just a restaurant, and then the owner started brewing beer. And this Red Barn Ale, this is actually a reincarnation of a Pizza Port beer called SPF 15. 2005, I think, Stone, which had breweries nearby, moved to bigger facilities. And then Pizza Port decided to buy the old Stone brewery and make the Port Brewing Company and made a new Port Brewing line of beers. And also the Lost Abbey beers. I've got some Port Brewing to review as well, but I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna do that in the future. But the Red Barn Ale, it's a Saison. It's on 6.7% alcohol by volume, and it should be pretty good. About Lost Abbey, it's a pretty funny thing. They have a crusade for. It's like they want to spread the word of good beer instead of bad beer, or as they call it, evil beer. It's pretty fun. They opened the doors. The Lost Abbey opened the doors in 2006, and yeah, should be pretty good. 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces, or I think it's 75 centiliters. Says here malt beverage brewed with spices. I got some info here from the back of the beer. Off in the distance, a red barn hides out, content to do nothing more than was asked of it. Another summer day stretches out towards the crisp autumn nights, and soon work will begin on another harvest. The barn relaxes, knowing full and well that each and every season it will remain unmoved yet touched by everything nature has to offer. And we're left to wonder, does anyone notice or even care to stop and appreciate the beauty of the Red Barn? We did, and so we brewed this lightly spiced farmhouse ale, or Saison, in honor of our favorite season, summer. That's pretty poetic. I like that saying. Ah, nice. Oh, that smells good. Listen to that clucking sound. Well, this is a really big tulip glass. But it's great at making a great big head. Now that is a nice color, guys. Look at that. And it's got tons of carbonation. Tons of bubbles. With a really big, I'll say this is a frothy head. Real frothy head. And the color is a light, cloudy yellow color, and it looks really like a lot like Duvel. I know that's a Belgian strong ale, but it looks a lot like Duvel. Wow, this looks nice. It looks like, and now it's disappearing fairly quick actually, the head, but it's a white, like a frothy, extremely frothy white head. Let's check out the aroma. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, you can really smell that Belgian yeast. That typical aroma of Belgian yeast. And it's sort of got like a funky aroma as well, like you find in Brettanomyces beers. Oh, this head looks just so amazing. Wow. Get some grains as well. Some maltiness. Some fruity notes as well. A lot of fruity notes actually. But a Saison is usually quite fruity. It smells good. There is also, you can definitely smell the ginger. I don't know about pepper at all. That is good. Wow. That is pretty good. That's This is just an awesome head, man. Really. Wow. Oh, this is a really refreshing beer. It's quite dry in the mouth, with a sort of a medium dry body. It's like almost like a dry white wine, sort of like that. Sort of not as dry as you find in some lambics, but quite dry actually. I get that funky Brettanomyces type of flavor in here as well, even though it's not Brettanomyces yeast. You can sort of taste the black peppercorns. Well, that must probably be because I read that there was black peppercorns in it. And usually when you read what's in it, it is easier to find it, of course. But also ginger. It's not a whole lot of ginger at all. It's subtle ginger. Very fruity, very yeasty. Oh, this is good. This is a really good Saison. This is a refreshing beer. Wow, this is it really quenches your thirst. I'd say this is a summer beer. Spring as well would be fine to drink it, but summer beer overall. But guys, this is a really good beer, and I really like those funky type of flavors and the fruity notes and all that. I really love myself Belgian beers. I love Belgian beers, and it's pretty cool that this Belgian type of beer has been brewed so well by an American brewer. But rating wise on this brew, I'm gonna give it a 97. It's a really good Saison. It's a really good refreshing summer beer. But you can really taste like the yeast in this beer. Like, this is a beer that you would have drunk on your farm. You would have brewed yourself in old Belgium. You really can, like, sort of a rustic type of flavor as well. Like the yeast really reminds me of barnyard, like a hay and all, you know, all those things you would find in a barn. That's also really, maybe the yeast also gives sort of a character of like a dough, sort of like a fresh made dough. You know, when you were a kid, you would eat the dough when your grandma was making a cake or like bread or something. It's sort of like that. But really, guys, 97, it's a really good beer. Check it out if you can get it. Some of you Americans, look at that lacing. That's an awesome lacing. But check it out. Let me know what you think of it if you've had it. Also, if you like my videos, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, and cheers guys. And I'll see you in the next review.